One of Pakistan's most important Sikh shrines has been left underwater as flooding has displaced more than 200,000 people. The army has been called into eastern Punjab to coordinate with rescue and relief efforts. Heavy rains have overwhelmed rivers and caused dams in neighboring India to overflow.
As torrential rains battered eastern Pakistan, swollen rivers spilled over into the streets of Sialkot. The city is among those flooded after 3 major rivers in Punjab province burst their banks.
As you can see, the river water has overflowed, causing huge loss to the people. Livestock has been swept away and homes have been destroyed. I urge everyone in the district who has the means to come forward and help those affected.
The scale of the flooding is immense. Around 1.2 million people have been affected in Punjab, Pakistan's most populated province. That number could grow as water moves downstream to neighbouring Sindh province, the epicentre of Pakistan's devastating floods in 2022. But this year is also proving brutal. More than 800 people have been killed since June due to landslides and floods caused by the torrential rain. The most recent downpours have also hit India. Authorities there released water from several full dams on Wednesday, which Pakistan officials say worsened flooding in their country. Rescuers have been racing to reach anyone stranded, including those at the Kartarpur temple, a site holy to Sikhs, where the founder of the faith is said to have died in the 1500s. But nearby villagers say they've been abandoned.
It's been 3 days since our area was flooded, but no official team has reached this area. Thousands of hectares of crops were ruined, houses destroyed, cattle drowned. We pleaded with the emergency workers who went inside the temple to rescue more people, but they did not rescue anyone else.
Government officials and the Prime Minister flew over flood-hit areas on Thursday. They say nearly 1,000 relief and medical camps have been set up and that essential supplies were being delivered to those in need. Scientists link intense weather events to climate change. Pakistan, a country that emits less than 1% of global greenhouse gases, is among those most affected by climate change.
I'm joined now by Zofeen Ebrahim, a journalist who joins us from Karachi in Pakistan. Zofeen, welcome. How bad is the situation in the region today? How would you describe it?
Good morning, Stephen and Ebrahim, and thank you for having me over. The situation is very grim, and as the numbers have said, as your reporter already said, that there have been massive evacuations. So many people, about 200,000 people have been evacuated. 1.4 million of the Punjab population has been affected. Fortunately, compared to the 2022 floods, the toll on life has been much, much less. And I would say that it is partly due to evacuations, early warnings by NDMA, as well as better management of, better preparedness for the disaster.
Zofeen, we heard one person in that report saying that they weren't seeing enough government support at that moment. Do you think that's shared by others who are affected right now?
I'll tell you something, Stephen, that a lot of people, and rightly so, do not want to evacuate. A lot of people were told voluntarily to evacuate, but they didn't want to. How can they leave their livestock and their homes? It's very difficult. So there have been massive evacuations by the Punjab government. But of course, there will be spots that are left out, and maybe the rescuers haven't reached them so far.
We heard in that report as well this mention of India releasing some waters from its dams. We know that the country suspended its water treaty with Pakistan earlier this year. fair to say that's having a devastating effect now on the country?
I mean, to a large extent, you can say that India released water because their dams were full. 97% of their one of their dams was full. It had to release water, and it had to come to Pakistan because Pakistan is the lower riparian. However, one should add that India is as affected by these flooding and the monsoon rains as we are. Politicians, they're going to make up these political comments saying that India is weaponizing water, India is showing water aggression, the ill intentions. But we have to take a seat back and look at the situation that if India is releasing water, what did we do over all these years? Since the Pahalgam incident, we have been talking about, our politicians have been telling us that India will stop water. India has also warned that it will stop water. But to be fair, now more water is coming, right? So they did warn Pakistan. They didn't warn it through the Water Commission because they have said that the water treaty is in abeyance. But they did warn Pakistan through their diplomatic channels. And they've said it's a humanitarian crisis, and we're saying so that Pakistan does not face the same catastrophe that India had. However, we need to do something. We need to put our house in order now.
All right, that's Zofeen Ebrahim, a journalist joining us from Karachi in Pakistan, where those floods are hitting in the eastern part of the country. Zofeen, thank you.
Thank you.